All right, I think it's finally time to tell the Doritos story. What do you guys think? All right, so where to start? It was actually in Cleveland that this started. Yeah, we were all out. If you've been to a Roaring Riot tailgate, you know kind of exactly what to expect. That one was a little different. It was snowing. The playoff hopes were still somehow alive, and it was fun. We had a good time. We went to a brewery. I forget what it was. And let's just say drinks were flowing. Okay. And we we had a good night. Jamie, who I usually stay with, didn't make the trip. So I was rooming with Kevin Ketchy, who is like, well, first of all, Roaring Riot photographer, but also like one of my top 5 humans. He is like the greatest dude. Came and shot a video for my band a few weeks ago. Really cool dude. Glad I got to work and meet him this year. But so me and him were staying together, and I ended up going back to the hotel a little bit early. It was Saturday night before the game. I got to the hotel. Honestly, don't really remember that Uber, but I'm sure it was a great one. We get to the hotel. I walk in the room, and there is this majestic, like just opened bag of Doritos, probably within the last few hours, which is perfectly fair game for 1:30 in the morning. So I text Kevin. I say, bro, nice touch on the Doritos, which is like kind of a dick move because I'm basically saying, good idea getting Doritos, but I'm going to eat them. Sorry. Like it's fair game right now at midnight or whatever it was, after midnight. So I have this plan. I'm like, I never get to watch SNL because I'm always out with the band or whatever, or with the Roaring Riot. And I'm going to watch the end of SNL, and I'm going to eat most of these Doritos. Like that's the plan in my head. So I get ready for bed. I bring the said bag of Doritos that is opened to the nightstand. I might have had one or two at that point. I don't really remember. I climb into bed. I get all comfortable. I go through the guide. I find SNL, put it on. SNL's on. So that I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like confident. So while watching the TV, still, reach over blindly to grab the bag of Doritos. Grabbed it. However, I grabbed them by the wrong end. So when I went to transfer said Doritos to the bed, I then dumped out the entire bag of Doritos. And let me tell you, there's all those things going around about how they pack those things with air and how you don't get the same amount of chips as you used to, which is probably true. But let me tell you one thing. There's a hell of a lot of Doritos in that bag. It sounded like friggin' not Mount Rushmore, Niagara Falls when these chips came out of the bag. Just this. And next thing I know, there are Doritos all over like everything I own, all over me in the bed. And I just sat there in silence, not really knowing what my next step is here. So I might have ate a couple, but I ended up basically cleaning up the bulk of the Doritos and throwing them away. But there's still a lot of little crumbs like everywhere. And that's when I texted Kevin the second text that you probably have seen on Instagram or Twitter, which said, bro, there was an incident with the Doritos. I'm really sorry. They're all over the floor. It's my fault. So I can only imagine what Kevin thinks at that point. But so I just go to bed like semi-covered in Doritos, semi-not. I wasn't covered. I mean, there was a couple crumbs. But we woke up the next day and, a tweet or a text that I had sent to Kevin in confidence has now gone viral to Josh, Zach, most of the people that were around that day. And that is now how I am known in the Panthers community. So you're all welcome. I love Doritos. I wish I could have had more. But unfortunately, that's what happened. So sorry, Kevin. I owe you a bag of Doritos. And I'm pretty sure if you like go through my trip bag today, you could probably find a couple Doritos from the incident, if you will.